Welcome back. So the next stage of the game, I like to do the Forgotten. So there's a couple of things we need to do to pick up that quest and to prepare for it. First we go to Brackenberry to buy a food item, which is quite expensive, but for this battle you want to have as much edges as you can. So we go to the inn here and buy some dragon food.
Gods keep you.
One of these, they're quite expensive. Next we're going to the other town to rest up and use their stat resting bonuses, and I think we can buy some damage reduction food there as well. Actually, first we'll get the quest. And the quest is triggered on the bridge, so you can approach it from another side to give you more positioning options, but I'll show you in a second.
Good day, stranger.
Alright, so we've got the task. So it's important that you don't trigger it until you're ready. And it triggers from both sides of the bridge. So this is where the fight triggers here. But we're going to trigger it coming from the Wood End Plains.
Hail, traveler.
So Dragon's Lair is actually one of the better stat modifiers in Act 2. So we've got our summons recharged. So I'm going to make sure I have the items I require. Actually, we'll go buy some ale as well.
Greetings.
Right, I was not correct. You can't buy it here. That's okay. We have one. We only need one. So you pick these up from bits and pieces around various random crates. If for some reason you don't have it, using the beer instead is completely fine. One damage reduction is probably not going to make the difference. Okay, so we've come from this side of the bridge rather than from within inside the town first. So the fight triggers about here. So something to keep in mind. But first, we're going to do majority of the fights down here. So I like to set a trap, preempting that. Right. So NPC will come around here, and they'll be fighting you here while you outrange the actual cloud. Okay, so we're going to eat our food. Some sugar to help us get down there first. So I have my Zealous Charge as the aura I activate first. Switch weapons. I like to get a shot off first as they come around. So we're going to trigger the fight, and we're going to use the dialogue to attack them straight away. The thing about this is it keeps one of the NPCs out of the fight for about 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. So you start off, the fight is with 6 NPCs. So there's 2 casters here. The one, it's a bit random as to who actually follows you back, for sure. Usually it's the guy with the pike, and it can be one of the 2 wizards that come down. If you get a choice, you want to be taking out the one in the grey first, but if not, focus your fire on the purple ones. And you sort of ping-pong aggro a little bit with your summons, because the AI, with AI changes, NPCs go out of their way to stop getting flanked. So if one of their allies or their allied monsters are getting flanked, they will break off engagement with you, as long as you are engaged by at least one, to fix that up. So we can abuse that a little bit, but we're gonna... Alright. So we're going to run straight here. Sometimes they get off a couple of spells, so you want to keep clicking. That's interesting. So that got lucky and I got a stun off on me. So this fight's going to be interesting. Okay. So we change weapons, and we want to focus fire on Avrillon, I think his name is. And we're waiting essentially to use our summons until the casters come around the corner. This guy's not a threat, we'll let him come in engagement first. Alright. Here comes our first caster. So we're just going to wait until... Alright. See the AI that I'm talking about? Where they go to assist. So we're going to abuse that a little bit by breaking off combat. And we're going to assist him. And we'll change our aura back now. So this guy's going to be a problem because he came last, but we should be okay. And alright, so we got the first caster down. Gonna send him over there. Send that over there. We're going to focus on the rogue, waiting for our summons to wear off, and we'll send off some spiders up there, or some scarabs. Okay. Take Toby next. Or not. So we have a duplicate now, which is a bit of annoyance. We're going to have to focus on that. So we've got our disengage aura on. We've still got 2 lay in hands. We're doing quite well, and we have another summon. So we're going to disengage, because we definitely want to be focusing on these first, because once we've got the range down, if things go really badly, we can kite these two for a little while with the pistol. But you can't do that necessarily with the ranged guys. Still doing well in health. You have a potion and 2 lay hands still. Okay, that's the hardest part done. Change our aura back. We'll lay hands. Alright, we can use this guy now. Okay, excuse me. Alright, we're gonna flank him and work on him. We've got plenty of health, we've got plenty of resources. He has an ability which heals himself, but we might be able to knock him down before that happens. Okay. Flank this guy again. It's one enemy. Alright. So it's just me and him now, but this is well and truly won. The hardest part is taking care of the casters. There you have it. All of them are dead. The whole point is to get this particular item, and we get a decent amount of money as well. Let this guy up too. Go ahead and hand in the armor quest. Noting the time, sometimes you can still get there's assassins, so you gotta be mindful of that. So we might have to disengage them.
Not a sound.
If there's assassins, they're usually right here. This is sort of going the safe long way around, since we don't have any of our summons active at the moment. After this, we're going to go to Ondra's Gift and get a couple of enchanting items.
Hail, traveler.
That's the quest done. Get a decent amount of money from the emeralds.
Not a sound.
Go to the special vendor that comes only at night time. So we'll have a look first to see exactly what we need. So we want to make them exceptional, so we need a sapphire. Yeah, and we need a worm wing. And for perception, and an awakened root. Okay. Buy one sapphire. Also buy a diamond here if you don't have it for the chest enchants, but we bought one a while ago. And the other vendor that sells the other bits and pieces is in this zone as well, just at the trading company.
Well met, friend.
Buy a primal rock for another time. When we upgrade our weapon, we'll need it for the corrode. Okay. Oh, we need to buy the brain as well.
Good day to you.
And that's the armor completely capped out. This will be what we'll need for the rest of the game for the most part. So when you take a critical hit, you gain Frenzy, which is a might and constitution bonus and some haste. There we go. Red plate.